When are Beast Gohan and Orange Piccolo dropping on Dokkan Battle? How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here. We're back for another Dokkan Battle video. In today's video, we are taking a look at when the Dragon Ball Super Superhero Collaboration Campaign is beginning and when you can expect to summon for the LR Ultimate Gohan and LR Power Awaken Piccolo. Now, the easiest way to figure this out is to head on over to Thieving Six's Dokkan Wiki and just take a look. He has a setup here where it'll show the cards for the most recent cards from the data download, and it will convert the time and date for you and tell you exactly when they're dropping in your time zone. So for me, the drop time for the Ultimate Gohan and Power Awaken Piccolo is at 4 p.m. Hawaii Standard Time. At that same time, it does look like that's when the rest of the collaboration campaign will begin, because that is when the awakening unlocks for the Super Saiyan Gohan and the androids Gamma 1 and Gamma 2, the free-to-play login and mission reward cards. So all of that is happening at 4 p.m. Now, before we hop into the time and date, I did want to take one last look at what these guys do, because I'm just so excited for these units, right? Piccolo here is going to be an insanely defensive monster, and I cannot wait to get my hands on him. He's got damage reduction. He's raising his defense on his super attack for 1 turn. He's got a heal. He does everything I would want him to. And he's not going to take any damage. This guy is amazing. On the opposite end of the spectrum, we do have Ultimate Gohan. Now, I know a lot of people are disappointed that he is not a transformation into Beast Gohan, but he still has a pretty insanely powerful active skill, and he himself is going to be dishing out quite a bit of damage. So I am really excited to get my hands on these guys. So with that said, I bet you're wondering, when can you get your hands on them? Well, the easiest way to do that is head on over to timeanddate.com and take a look. Here, you plug in your time zone search bar and you go from there. So we've gone ahead and plugged in ours, Honolulu, Hawaii. That is Hawaii Standard Time, HST, and 4 p.m. is our drop time. So now all we do is plug in whatever other time zones we want to figure out, and if your time zone's not here, just let me know in the comments down below, and I will make sure to add you to the list so I can cover yours next time. So Pacific Standard Time in the United States, that is California up to Washington, you are looking at a 6 p.m. drop time. This is honestly not too bad, all things considered. Mountain Time, you're looking at a 7 p.m. drop time. Over there in Central Time, we are looking at 8 p.m. East Coast, right? Florida, all the way up to New York, you are looking at a 9 p.m. drop time. I gotta say, looking at all of those times, this is really good. For the United States, for those that don't know, we usually end up on the short end of the stick, right? Over here in Hawaii, it's not too bad. Drop times are usually around 8:30 to 10 p.m. at the latest, but you know, for mainland United States, California is looking usually the earliest to be at 11, maybe midnight. For the East Coast, though, they tend to get it the worst, right? Their drop times are usually around 2 a.m. So kind of nice for once to see it on the a little bit earlier side for us over here in the United States, right? With a sort of early evening, depending on where you're at, to late evening. So pretty good. Now, if you are across the pond in Australia, you are looking at 1 p.m. on the 28th. So right in the beginning of the afternoon. Hopping back across over to Europe, we look at London at Greenwich Mean Time. You are looking at a 2 a.m. drop time. Paris, Denmark, and Italy, you guys are all looking at a 3 a.m. I know there's quite a few of you guys tuning in from Italy and Denmark, and I wanted to make sure I had you guys covered. You guys are looking at a 3 a.m. time. So if you're in Europe, I am really sorry. Unfortunately, you guys get to experience what it's like for us over here in the United States with these early drop times. So I do apologize. But is what it is this time around. Now, if you happen to be in JP playing global, I don't know why you're doing that, or if you're a JP player living in Japan, you are looking at an 11 a.m. drop time. So honestly, you guys don't have it that bad. That's a pretty good time, especially if you're on holiday. Coming over to South America, in Brazil, you're looking at 11 p.m. on the 27th. So a little bit later in the evening after the United States, but still not too bad, right? You do your summons and head on to bed, right, if you tend to stay up late. Now, I'm sure that that's not everybody. I'm sure that I'm forgetting some people, so just to cover a few more, right, the easiest way to do this, if you've filled out your list, you just delete and go back up and type in some more. So I know there's quite a few of you from the Philippines tuning in, so we can go ahead and get your time. Your time, you're looking at a 10 a.m., so a little bit earlier in the morning after Japan, not too bad. So especially if you're on holiday for this Christmas season, not that bad. If you want to enter any other time that maybe I didn't cover, you simply need to enter your time zone and the time into the search bar here, and it will populate the list for up to 10. So I always like using this tool because it'll cover pretty much just about anywhere you need to go, right? If we wanted to just throw another random country in here, I don't know, well, maybe not country, but I didn't cover Alaska for the United States, right? So if you're in Alaska, you are looking at a 5 p.m. So a little bit after us over here in Hawaii. So not too bad of a drop time. I think it's actually, when they do these global celebrations, at least for us in the United States, it's not too bad. I know the normal time for the celebrations is pretty rough for us, so it's kind of nice that it's a little bit different this time. Again, I know if you're in Europe, maybe not so happy about these times, so you know, you win some, you lose some. Unfortunately, this time the roles are switched, but hopefully we all get to summon, we all get to enjoy. You guys know I will be summoning, probably not right at 4 p.m. I got a lot going on at that time, but I'll definitely jump in a little bit later and try to have something a little special going on for you guys this time around. Hopefully everything works out and we can make it happen, but I can't wait to summon for the Beast Gohan and the Orange Piccolo. Speaking of, that's it for the video, guys. If you liked the video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And in the comments down below, I want you to let me know two things. If I missed your time zone, why don't you go ahead and let me know so I can make sure I cover it in the next time zone video. Also, I would love to know, who are you summoning for when the banners drop in about 9 hours from the release of this video? Would love to hear what you plan on doing in the comments down below. Otherwise, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and aloha.